So it's Friday, the 29th of November in the year 2024. Just one day after Thanksgiving. I hope most of you managed to enjoy your Thanksgiving yesterday. And I know the weather out there is very overcast and the temperatures have dropped. There's some news. Of course, we have the Guyanese Critic here in Queens, somewhere in Queens, I gather. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's saying that he's here to do some investigative work, probably in connection with Melly Mel. I don't know if other social media influencers like Rick Ford, but he says he's here to do some investigative reportings. So let's see what's going to come out of this trip here with the Guyanese Critic. I don't know how long he would be here for, but in the meantime, I'm doing my thing. I just want to go through three of the local, the front page of the three of the daily local newspapers in Guyana: Starbuck News, Port Kaituma Magistrates Court Commission. Only 50% likely to get cash grant before end of year, so says Vice President Barjagdio. Chris Baram says proposed amendment to Acquisition of Lands Act should be withdrawn. So they have a picture of the refurbished Etringbank Aerodrome Commission, where the President Ali flew in there by helicopter. As I saw a video of him flying in there by helicopter. Brigadier Gary Best, he was honored at the service dinner. And of course, that Etringbank airstrip was named after him. Let's see what the Kaitro News has. United States Exim Bank approves Guyana's loan for gas to shore project, so says Jagyo. And you see that loan is less than $660 million US. Israel steps up bombing of central Gaza. Man shot after putting gun on cops. According to Jagyo, not everyone will get cash grants before the year is out. And quickly, across to the Chronicle, government aims to cut 300,000 cash grants checks by year end. GCOM slammed David Hine disinformation. According to Jagyo, we're not putting all our eggs in one basket. Once again, Jagyo commends GCOM for scolding the opposition on election laws. Let me get to this cash grant and see what Jagyo is saying here. He says some 10,000 Guyanese are being registered daily. The government has intensified its cash grant registration to distribution efforts, with the Ministry of Finance aiming to cut an estimated 300,000 checks by the end of 2024. Pensioners and public servants remain a priority group as registration process at a rate of approximately 10,000 persons per day. Okay, I just want to cut away from that. I looked at the Guyanese Critic video today here, where he was here in Queens, New York, and he was speaking about an interview Charrandass Persaud had with veteran Guyanese journalist Dennis Chabal of DEMERARA Waves. Charrandass and giving some of his opinions to Chabal on the sidelines of an event that was held in Guyana. After looking at that interview with Charrandass, the Guyanese Critic criticizes Charrandass as a failed lawyer, failed politician, and a failed diplomat. The critic says Charrandass cannot be trusted. He is a hero and a traitor in the same breath, according to the critic. Should he be remembered for causing confusion where in the rule of the coalition government? The critic is saying that indirectly he did not bring down the coalition government because the coalition government was able to serve past 5 years and some in connection with the 5 months fiasco. So he's even saying that Charrandass should not even be hailed as a hero because the government was supposed to resign 3 months after and they stayed their full 5 years. So the critic sees Charrandass Persaud as a traitor as of this moment. I think Charrandass was on the Frederick program a couple nights ago. I'm going to play another video after this one.
After the no confidence, these were yes men. They sold themselves out to the Apnu people. We were an independent party.
So Charrandass at the sideline of somewhere was asked some question. Right? And this is his response. I want you to listen to you.
And today, if AFC had stayed separate, we probably could have been a major opposition or government.
But looking now, between then and now, what would you see as some of the achievements that we're satisfied with post the no confidence motion?
Well, that's a tough one to answer, because from then to now, from 2020 when the PPP took office, oil money started coming in. What is wrong, and Anil Nandlal as Attorney General needs to step up to the plate. Anything that the coalition did after December 21, 2018 is illegal. Anything. Because they themselves as a government was removed from office legally by the no confidence. It was deemed validly passed on that particular day. And nobody is doing anything about the loans that they took and the decisions that they made. Why do we have to respect and honor anything that they did after December? And even then, you can stretch it a little.
You know, Charrandass is a lawyer by profession. I don't think he has done anything that was noteworthy as a professional, as a lawyer, I must say. But he's now a politician and a contractor and knows everything. You understand? Knows everything. Lawyer by profession. Never really met any fucking thing for himself as a lawyer. Right? Not noteworthy. I don't think he did major cases or set precedences as it relates to law that were noteworthy. But he knows a lot now with everything else other than what he is should be a professional at.
Before election was announced, Parliament has been dissolved. Parliament was already dissolved because of the no confidence.
So how are you going to deal with it? Can you reverse those decisions?
Well, let me explain this to you quickly. Maybe I can't do anything about it, but the present government ought not to honor anything that the coalition did after December 21, 2018. Seriously. The fruit of the poison tree has to be poisoned.
You know, what you see, and I don't know, I think the coalition might not have seen that. What I know, what Charrandass did, nobody would want to be a part or parcel with him. So what Charrandass did, this country needed. And it brought him to a crossroad that suggested he was a hero and a traitor at the same time. And that is why you have two sides of the aisle continue to discuss what Charrandass did. He was in essence a hero and a traitor at the same time, simultaneously. It was not a middle ground. There was no middle ground here. He swept both sides. His action as the person who brought the last administration down via a no confidence motion. And one has to ask oneself, did the no confidence motion help in bringing, it helped in bringing the government down. It might have been Jagdeo who really played the major role in removing the last government, because they still sat there after the no confidence motion. They still sat there, and an election had to remove them. And even not the election could have removed them, because they sat there for 5 months thereafter. So one gotta ask oneself, Is it? Was what Charrandass did commendable? What did he do? If not create confusion for, should he be rewarded, awarded, or remembered for that? Because here I say, so a no confidence motion was brought. And at that time, the intent would be to have the government recruit themselves from their tenure, move out. They stayed and fought. Because who you believe get Charrandass to do that? Who you believe get Charrandass to do that? At the time, the vice president was opposition leader. What did the vice president did 3 years before, continuously, 3 years before the no confidence motion, which was a surprise to everyone? Who planned and strategized that? So the no confidence motion, I think Charrandass is full of himself, assuming that what he did was effectively the reason for the government being removed. The government fucking stay till election remove them. But the plan and the grander scheme of things, Jagdeo, who was the opposition leader, was one step ahead of the government all the time. The government of the day. He was just a pawn. Charrandass was just a pawn.
So it seems to me, looking at this video with the Guyanese Critic today, the critic decided to train his arrows on Charrandass Persaud, who a lot of PPP supporters consider a hero. But I get the impression the reason why the critic was training his sights on Charrandass is because of his criticism of the PPP government. The Charrandass got a contract for $50 million, but he's dissatisfied. Apparently, some of his money is being held up, but apparently you have to wait a certain time to get that money. And he's looking at opposition people getting road contracts, which he feels that the opposition people should not get road contracts in front of diehard PP supporters. In this next video, Charrandass expresses dissatisfaction with the PPP. He's not happy, but like for instance, PNC crossovers getting road contracts. And diehard PPP contractors are very much peeved and dissatisfied. Again, the critic calls him a traitor. The thing about it, I was looking at the comments on Facebook to see what PPP supporters were saying. And it was surprising that some of them were saying, yes, Charrandass is a cross. Charrandass and Nagamoto, they're two ungratefuls. And it's funny how I always remember my uncle telling me politics is a dirty game, but it's funny when a social media influencer gets on the air and how you can sway the minds of people. So all of a sudden, I thought Charrandass was a big hero, and now you're seeing here now that Charrandass is a cross, Charrandass is this. And that Freddie Kesson program that I watched, you see that he is entering into the field of politics, but he's not certain if he's going to form his own political party. He's not certain if he's going to join a political party, but he was boasting on Freddie Kesson's program that if he runs by himself, he's certain to get five seats. And a lot of PP supporters would not be pleased with him trying to form his own political party. So the critic says if he had the power, he would give him a piece of land. That's Charrandass, behind God's back, far away. If the critics had the power. The critic says that he's glad that PNC Aubrey, I don't know if PNC Aubrey is black or blue, but he's glad PNC Aubrey is getting road contracts. And even if MP Ganesh Mahipal were to gain a road contract, he would be pleased with Ganesh getting a contract to build roads. So it's not just me talking here. I'm going to back it up with the actual comments of the Guyanese Critic.
Asked by Dennis Chabral Demerara Waves to give one instance of what is Susie got. And you want it. get to the bottom of this. Here, the issue in a contract, specifically road contracts. And then here who get one of the contracts. And then you'll get the crux of the matter. It's like me going out there and highlighting people's issues. But the only time I decide to talk about one of these issues is when it touch me negatively. All the time I talk about road contract, I talk about nothing. With what I was seeing, all the shortcomings I see. But I decide to talk now because me contract become disputed. Listen to this. So he's asked by Dennis Shabral, give me one instance of the issues you see shortcomings with the PPP. Here it is. Let me touch it.
Generally, I have some things that are contentious, if you want to call them that.
I got
Things that are happening around here with the PPP that I'm not happy with. We'll leave that for later, after
At least one example.
after December
At least
21st.
one striking example.
The issue of contracts, road contracts in particular, to people who have claimed that they crossed the floor from PNC to PPP. One of them is Aubrey in New Amsterdam, and you can quote me on that. That man gets road contracts left, right, and center. And the contractors who are diehard PPP supporters are getting these $15 million projects, and some of them are not even being paid attention to. That by itself speaks.
You see what's the problem with these banners? Sometimes these banners' ways could even be fucking racist. I don't know who's Aubrey. I don't know who's the farmer PNC man Aubrey. Here I want to know. Is Aubrey making the roads that the government give you for? Here I telling you. If the anti-man one, my pal get a road for do, I glad for I gonna run behind me. And I gonna sort you out for make sure you do the road right. But if my pal get a road for do, I can yes it. You hear what I tell you? If my pal get a road to do, if the government decided to give my pal, I supporting it. When you listen to people like Charrandass, who got all the opportunities for here, that Aubrey from New Amsterdam. Well, remember Charrandass is a Borbis man. So he's up there now, he's back in the area. A man named Aubrey, a PNC man, getting contracts. That just show the fairness and the unfairness of our society. Because it is personal for you. Bear in mind, this fucking traitor, because I dep on the traitor side with he. He no hero for me. This traitor, you gonna hear the story with he contract. He got road contract. After he was sent to India for represent them, fuck up there. Tell a woman why she don't go and let dark section all kind of thing. You understand? While being a representative of Guyana in India, after we do, they awarded him for going to represent me, not realizing, banner like them, they get him a land till behind God back, a big piece of land. Let him mind fucking cow and duck and sheep, and let it stay away from humanity. Them banner there, you hear me tell you? Poisonous. Them snake there, when you cut off them head, you got burn the head because there's still a bite. You think the snake dead? No, once it got a fangs, you have everybody's story, but snake was still got the poison, even though you chop off the head. Them there. Are them kind of snake there? Charrandass. Now hear me say, everybody can talk what they want for talk. Me give me personal opinion with he. Not a fucking cup of coffee. So serious. You go knowing the dynamics of this country, got a problem with a PNC contractor getting enough work. He getting all the work in New Amsterdam. is he doing the job how it's supposed to be done? I don't know who Aubrey is, but I'm glad Aubrey get work. What problem Charrandass got? Hear the story. Charrandass got problem with a PNC man named Aubrey getting enough contract. Hear the story as it go down.
So the stupidity of the people issuing these contracts. Then another one. I got a road contract the other day.
He got the road
$50
contract.
million road contract.
Just after saying he got a problem with the PPP giving. Aubrey, a PNC man. Road contracts, enough road contract. He got one. If selfishness was a person, has Charrandass ever done anything that shows that he's worth? You gotta watch. You know, everybody, he can say this, everybody say, yes, you do well and so. Ask yourself who's one Charrandass there wrong him. If you see a man like Charrandass and feel comfortable to sit and turn your back to he, you must see fucking name naivety. Not me. You understand? I tell you, I wouldn't trust you with my coffee. Listen to he. After... Let me go back a little bit. Here.
What now do you see have been some of the benefits? I know you've heard
Contentious, if you want to call them that. Things that are happening around here with the PPP that I'm not happy with. We'll leave that for later. After
At least one
December,
example.
after December 20.